Greetings in love and light of the one infinite creator. I am Andrii, and here today with Ed, Eric, Bill, and Ray. And we'll be reading a Confederation session from February 2nd about awakening your soul, pyramid energy, gratitude, and reincarnation. All right. Bill.
I start, am I reading the speaker 3?
Yeah. And 4, I think.
Okay. We are those Akuo, and we are grateful for this auspicious and well-learned interaction. We are adjusting the signal as this instrument is quite... Oh, okay.
No, yeah, continue.
Okay, as this instrument is quite... We are finding a far more acceptable transmission and we again say, are those who quote, and we greet you and welcome you on this auspicious occasion that this group has worked tirelessly towards. We are so grateful to be able to connect and express our understandings of the unity of all things. And we hope that you would do us the kindness of always using your skillfully developed discernment to take on the most important parts of what we transmit and realize that not all of it could be expressed for you. But we hope that with this done, we can guide and aid you all in seeking the everlasting question that we have a maybe broader perspective on. And we thank you so much for this opportunity. And we ask if there is any queries we could answer at this time.
Yes, I have a query for you. Could you elaborate on the most efficient uses of pyramid shape as a permission slip or tool in our current time frame in what they're perceiving as fourth density?
We thank you, my brother. This is the most intriguing line of questioning that we hope to give a slightly altered understanding to. In previous contacts with those Ra, and in a broader sense, the slow understanding that the theological basis of the ancient monuments spread across your globe both have given pieces of this information to do with these structures. The structures themselves were picked and utilized because of their perfect ability to structure the upspring light of the creator's energy, of the infinite energy of the channeling of that light through the structure allows controlled separation and unification of those energies into an upward spiral that is very useful for the depth work at many layers of development. Therefore, before you had the advantage of dual activation that many have now, these levels of consciousness could be met and raised inside the structures. The same is true today. But your physical forms are now changed in a way that these would only ever be tools. They have the potential to still show adapts many things, but we hope to show you that the real wonder is in the structure itself. And the convenient shape of the pyramid is convenient in that specific way of controlling the upward spiral. If you were to look into and study the same movements of light through other shapes, such as the cone or the macabre, as it's been called, you will find that there are many different ways to utilize and move in the creator's lights. The experimentation with how structure helps the flow of the universal energies in this way will show you many new things, but it should be prudent to take each step slowly and cautiously as you explore the manipulation of these energies. In that way has a potential of overstimulating and managing the subtle receptors built into your nervous system that responds to the energetic spirals produced by this pyramid effect. We hope this has given you some things to think about, my brother.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Well, I guess we'll cover that for now. Ed, was that you? Was that your question?
That was me talking. That was me channeling. I
Oh,
think it
okay,
was
cool.
Fred that asked the question.
Oh, cool. Nice. All
That was
right.
actually my first. That was actually my first contact with Koa as well. That was actually like crazy, dude. I could hardly talk through that. It was absolutely mad.
Wow.
What was it like?
It was like my whole body was being pressed down on by this enormous planet-sized ball of love. I felt tiny in comparison to it, but it was just, yeah. I don't know. It's a crazy. Everyone that you interact with has got a completely different feeling to it, but Quo just felt enormous. Like, anyway, that's just how everyone feels them differently. So it is what it is. It was fucking cool though. It was an incredible experience. They always are.
Wow.
So
Well,
it's not something you're making up.
Mate, I basically try and get it to the point that I am as close to trance as I can get. Like, I am not in there. I don't know what's being said. I don't know what's coming out my mouth. Afterwards, I only actually know what's said when I listen to the transcripts. I've got no fucking idea. I have like this little thing in the back of my head where I'm kind of like, oh, what are you gonna say? Huh? Or, oh, that's really cool. Or like, do you know what I mean? Like responses to kind of what I'm hearing, but
mhm.
I tried to just keep me out of it and let them do what they got to do. So
Cool. It sounded really well. It sounded really authentic from what I read, or from what Bell read actually. But yeah.
thanks, man. Like I said,
Mhm.
like I all I know is that I just try to follow the process and let it happen. You know,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
so. Yeah, I'm glad it resonates, guys. You know.
In this section of the session, Kuo greets the group and expresses gratitude. Okay, yada yada. Okay, apply discernment to spiritual teachings. Always use your skillful development. Develop discernment to take on the most important parts of what we transmit. We are grateful. Remember the unity of creation. Pyramids organize the creator's energy. The structures themselves were picked and utilized because of their perfect ability to structure the upspiring light of the creator's energy. Energy moves through an upward spiral. The channeling of that light through the structure allows controlled separation and unification of those energies into an upward spiral. Ancient seekers relied on these environments. Before you had the advantage of dual activation that many have now, these levels of consciousness could be met and raised inside the structures. That's right. Yeah, that's something they often talk about, how we have much more spiritual ability now than people did like 100 years ago. Your physical forms are now changed in a way that they would only ever be tools. Is someone trying to speak in the background there, Ray?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Here, I'm just getting some feedback from you, so I'm just gonna mute you for now. Okay. Okay. The real wonder is in the structure itself. If you were to look into and study the same movements of light through other shapes, you will find that there are many different ways to utilize and move the creator's light. Take each step slowly and cautiously as you explore. All right. Okay. I think we got what we can out of that. So I guess we'll do the follow up. I have a follow up. Is there currently a geometric shape that is better adapted than a pyramid at this time on Earth as use for meditative tool that would do the controlled separation and unification of the energies that may be more adept at this time for humans? Hello?
We are those of Christ. And we would say that in answering your query, understanding how structure is universally used as a way of patterning the infinite energies, that exploring how different shapes manipulate the energy in different ways will show you lots of new fertile ground. But the pyramid will always be the incredible tool that it is. So, by learning its uses, you will better understand other energy flows, like those that flow through the vessels that you embody. It can be seen as a very similar system to a pyramid. And this may be why it is preferred in meditative tasks. We would say to keep an open mind and find what shapes you react to best. Does this help you, my brother?
Yes, thank you. One additional thing, could you explain the difference in effect between that a singly activated human would have compared to a dual activated human when utilizing the pyramid as meditative tool for assistance? Thank you, my brother. Oh, okay. I think you have to.
Okay. Thank you, my brother, and we shall attempt to clarify. Many humans born at this time, a majority in fact, are in dual activated bodies, but have not awakened their abilities to utilize the beautiful mechanics you have hidden inside. But without that dual activation, reaching the higher chakras is very difficult and requires very specific harmonic alignment. Who have been born in this time do not need the same environmental conditions in order to activate higher vibrational abilities. So the using of a pyramid structure was almost a necessity for seekers at the time when they were envisioned and created. Whereas now you have the king's chamber inside you. And the same work of awakening and self realization can be done without the vibrational controls that the pyramid provides. As we have said, learning effect adept use of these structures can still be advantageous and help to accelerate a seeker's interaction with the upward spiraling lights, although the necessity for it to activate and align the mind body spirit is no longer. We apologize. We are those who cry. This instrument, we apologize. We believe that we have answered your statement, and we would ask if there is another channel who would like to accept our transmission for a brief time. Greetings. We are again with this instrument. We are those known to you as the principle of Quo. We bring glad tidings.
Glad tidings. That's the
We
church
bring-
I go to. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, nice, nice. Got a little synchronicity going on.
Yeah.
We bring glad tidings to you through this vessel and continue in the offering of ourselves to be of service. We would ask if there are any other queries on the heart of this circle. Thank you.
Well, I'm curious as to what happened to the previous instrument, Ed, and if there's anything that we should be aware of to offer aid or to better enhance the channeling for the future. Thank you. Was that Ashley?
Probably.
Yeah.
No, it
We
was
are
Dan.
those-
This is Ashley channeling now. Basically,
Oh,
what happened?
Oh,
was
who asked the
basically-
question? Dan?
Yeah, like I think Dan asked the question.
Oh, okay. I don't know who Dan is. Oh, wait, Dan.
Yeah, you know Dan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he used to come here. Okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So I think he asked a question because basically it cut out, and what it's just, dude, it was like trying to ride a roller coaster, man. It was like it was like
Mhm.
I don't know, trying to. Like it was like moving to the little bit to the left or a little bit to. And it was like I was having to like realign to kind of keep. It's a weird, like I said, it's a weird experience. It's
Mhm.
difficult to describe, but
Mhm.
it is very much vibrational, and it was like I was falling out of like the connection to the vibration.
Fair enough.
Like I said, it's quite difficult because it has a real physiological effect. Like I said, I was struggling to breathe the whole way through that. It's
Oh,
mad.
wow. Hmm.
We are those of Quo, and we thank you, our brothers, for your heartfelt concern and your conscientiousness. We perceive your brother and our brother to be well, however, experiencing intense energetic fluctuations, not of a negative nature, and somewhat of a catalytic experience overall. With the receiving of our transmission, all is well. It is not to be seen as a negative event. If an instrument should pause in its transmission, nor is it odd for the contact to transfer from one instrument to another. This, as many of you will come to find when you open your own channels to transmit our words, you'll see this waning of signal and transferring of contact to be natural. Our vibration may take some adjusting to. So this is also a reason for pausing of the transmission and sending of it to the next available channel. Does this satisfy the query?
Yes, thank you, Kuo. And I look forward to the day that I can channel and experience.
What
Oh, sorry,
happened?
go ahead.
I
Ed, you.
That is exactly what happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah. So that, like, what they just described, is exactly what happened. Like I said, the catalytic event was the not being able to breathe properly, and then they said that it just comes down to you kind of fall out of the transmission, and that's exactly what happened. Is it like, once again, it's, I don't know, things like that just makes me like, wow.
Yeah, experiencing intense energetic fluctuations. That sounds like what you were describing, where you were having trouble staying with the vibration, or like it was very intense.
That's
for you.
exactly how it was. It was literally like it fluctuated, and I was trying to ride it to catch up. It's absolutely mad. Like,
and they said it's natural.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Cool.
I have to say, dude, it was quite difficult. That the whole interacting with them is something to get used to. So I think that it must be pretty natural for people just to fall out because it's hard. It's like, what am I doing? This is absolutely insane.
Well, it's cool. I think it's kind of like practicing a muscle. The first time you do a little bit, and then the next time 100%. You can do more. Mm-hmm.
That's it, man. That's it. And it has been it's a slow kind of build up, like from when I first interacted with Latos to like the kind of like getting the how to do it down to then, every single step has been a more energetic interaction. Like Haton was the next, and then like Latui was like insane. When Oxel turned up, dude, it was like literally it might sound weird, but it felt almost orgasmic. It's actually crazy.
Wow.
Like,
cool.
Anyway,
I never thought of Oxal as orgasmic. He's so technical and.
Well, like the thing is, I say that, but that's just kind of like the way that it affects your nervous system. Mm-hmm. I'd say that he was more like a tidal wave, if anything. It's like it engulfs you. Wow. Do you know what I mean? It's like it hits you like it is like a tidal wave. It's like, and you're in it. It's yeah, and like I said, once you're in it, it does just feel like this, like, oh wow.
That's amazing, man. Cool. So, all right, I guess we'll continue the reading here.
Sure.
Where were we?
Right here. Speaker 1. Yes, thank you, Quo. Right under soul lessons and themes and incarnation.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Mm-hmm. The different topic is something I've been thinking about today, and maybe recently. When we as souls decide on our incarnate experience for the next lifetime, do we come up with a different specific lessons to learn for this lifetime? Is it more than one lesson, or is it simply a matter of making the choice in terms of polarization? Yeah, I guess that's my question, if that makes sense. Thank you.
We thank you for the query, and we believe we understand and insight you wish to gain on this process. There are what this instrument calls themes that are assigned for the incarnation to come. These themes have within them the lessons, as you mentioned, and it is a rough blueprint for the ideal evolutionary outcomes the soul will experience once incarnate. However, though themes and lessons planned within the themes are set, the incarnate still has the freedom and is exposed to an environment that will allow those lessons and themes to manifest in a variety of ways. So there is a rough and fixed framework, but there is what we would call wiggle room as far as the actual events play out within the incarnation's experiences. For example, there are many ways to explore the theme of perseverance, and many ways to, under the theme of perseverance, learn the lessons of perseverance within, perseverance through the dynamic of other selves, and perseverance through the dynamic of external catalytic events affecting the incarnate. Beneath these themes and the lessons nested or fixed beneath them, like an umbrella, there is a polarity, the vibration of the polarity that will sway the outcome of the themes and lessons. For perseverance as a theme and its lesson looks very different to the soul that is service to others. The same theme and lesson will play out differently for one who is service to self. Truly, does this satisfy the query?
Cool. Okay, so let's do an analysis of that one.
Okay. Sure.
You're funny, man. Okay, Ed, did you want to give us some insights on it?
Okay, so from when I listened to it, like myself, I felt that it was just a really, really good way of describing how, like, your catalyst is individualized, and that you get your rough plan going in. You know what you're going to go through. You know what you got to achieve.
Mhm.
But when you're in it, you still get your free will to do what you got to do. So for me, I don't know, like, I thought it was just a really beautiful way of describing the whole process. Like, I mean, I don't know, I thought that was like some incredible channeling. Ashley is amazing, like, she really is.
Souls choose themes before incarnation. They're what this instrument calls themes that are assigned to the incarnation to come. The teaching suggests that a lifetime has a general spiritual focus chosen before birth. Okay. And the themes act as guiding topics for growth rather than a detailed script of events. And the themes have within them lessons, a rough blueprint for the ideal evolutionary outcome the soul will experience once incarnate. The incarnate still has the freedom that will allow those lessons and themes to manifest in a variety of ways. The lessons may appear through family, work, hardships, relationships, and the form changes, the underlying lesson remains similar. Incarnation is structured yet flexible. There is a rough and fixed framework, but there is what we would call wiggle room. This concept reconciles destiny and free will. There is structure to the path, yet the individual retains freedom in how they respond and what choices they make. There are many ways to explore the themes of perseverance. Perseverance could appear as enduring illness, continuing a difficult relationship, pursuing a calling despite obstacle, or maintaining faith during hardship. Perseverance through the dynamic of other selves and through external catalytic events. In Law of One Language, catalyst refers... Okay, yes, well, we know that. Beneath these themes, there's the polarity. The same life event may produce different outcomes depending on orientation. Service to others tends to interpret lessons through compassion and unity, and service to self through power and control. The same theme and lesson will play out differently for one who is service to self. And commentary, your response matters more than the events themselves. It's true. Okay, well, that sounds all very agreeable. Thank you. That was a great answer. And I have a follow-up. So from that answer, I'm understanding that we can learn. There are lessons, themes, and my question is, if one has a free will to avoid learning the lessons or experiencing the themes, is that something that can cause you to reincarnate and go through again to learn that lesson? Yes, if we miss lessons, do we reincarnate until we learn that lesson? Thank you. Bill?
We thank you, our brother. And we would say that themes and lessons that are for whatever reasons not experienced to the intensity that the incarnate intended before the moment. Oh, so a lot of times it's the incarnation, okay, intended before the moment of inspiriting, those will in some form continue on in the next incarnation. For the nature of the mind, body, spirit totality, what you would call the higher self, is to expand in specific ways that it perceives itself to require in order to expand and evolve and move closer to that union with intelligent infinity proper. Ooh, that sounds like an English guy with the word proper. And so there will be a repeating, and we will add, even if an incarnation should complete its lessons, its themes in a satisfactory manner, and that it enriches and grows the soul in the way that the mind, body, spirit totality desired. There will still be another incarnation to further even that so-called success, to take it to new heights. For example, one incarnation, if the lesson of forgiveness of self if this is achieved to an intense degree, the higher self will still produce yet another incarnation and bring this theme forward yet again, so that lesson of forgiveness of self may advance to an even greater degree of intensity. And within that theme and that lesson, there may be forgiveness of other selves in one incarnation, perhaps the incarnation after many years of struggle and pain, decided to forgive the absent father or the abusive mother. Perhaps this took almost their entire life to finally learn the lesson of forgiveness of other self. Then in the preceding incarnation, the higher self may desire for a more intense and rapid saturation, is the word we wish to use, though we struggle to apply it to your grammar. The saturation point of forgiveness of other selves rather than almost all of it. May we provide more clarity on this? Okay. I would almost think saturation is like overwhelming. You're completely overwhelmed and just...
I think saturation is more like filling. So it's kind of like they feel like they can handle it now, and that they want to have the full experience. They're ready for it.
Is it feeling or filling? Like filling,
filling. I
filling
think it's
up.
Filling. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's saturation as in like the maximum amount that you could hold. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Like so once something's saturated, then you can't get any more of that substance in. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like like in chemistry terms. In chemistry terms, if you were to keep adding salt to a glass of water, to start off with, it'll dissolve, it'll keep dissolving. When you get to the saturation point, you can keep adding salt and it'll just sit at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Or like watering a patch of grass where you keep watering it and then water just keeps going everywhere after that.
Right, yeah.
That's it. You can't get any more in. It's saturation point.
Yeah, exactly. So...
All right, that's a good word.
Mm-hmm. Unlearned lessons return in future lives. These themes and lessons, not experienced in the intensity that the incarnate intended, will in some form continue on in the next incarnation. Commentary. In this view of reincarnation, growth unfolds gradually. If a lesson remains incomplete, life provides additional opportunities in later incarnations. The nature of the mind, body, spirit totality, what you would call the higher self, is to expand in specific ways. The higher self can be understood as the wiser, more complete aspect of consciousness that oversees the long arc of the soul's development. To expand and evolve and move closer to that union with the intelligent infinity is the goal of evolution, a spiritual evolution. In the law of one language, intelligent infinity. Okay, yes. Okay. And so there will be a repeating. Lessons repeat until integrated. Life patterns that seem to recur may reflect unfinished lessons. The repetition offers new chances to respond with greater wisdom or compassion. Yeah, for sure. Can
I also say, I really like the bit that it said that even if you have an incarnation where you get it, then once you've got it, you might have another whole incarnation where you're living with it because you learned it in the last one. So in the next one, you have that, and then you've got an incarnation where you just expand on knowing how to use that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's a really cool way of thinking about things. You know, like
Mhm.
means every
Well,
single step.
it's
Once you've
like
learned it, you get a life to live it. You know.
Mhm.
it's like higher self. What the hell? You're killing me down here. Come on, give me a break.
That's funny, man. That's
I have to
funny.
say though, it's like a large chunk of life that.
Yeah. So lessons repeat until integrated, and so there will be repeating. Yeah, exactly. So if things seem to be repeating in your life, then it means that there's an opportunity to learn something. Success still leads to further growth. Even if an incarnation should complete its lessons, there will still be another incarnation to further even that success. So it's kind of like to solidify. Like you've learned the skill, and then you need, some practice to kind of like really to become natural at it. You like dedicate a whole life to just living it, as Ed was saying. Spiritual development continues even after the lesson is learned. Okay. Growth deepens through increasing intensity. The lesson may advance in an even greater degree of intensity. Each incarnation may bring more refined situation that test the same principle at a deeper level. Mhm. Forgiveness is a central example of spiritual learning. Perhaps this took almost their entire life to finally learn the lesson of forgiveness of other selves. Commentary. Forgiveness often requires long and emotional processing. In this model, a lifetime may revolve around a single transformative realization. And so, if we bring that back to the other thing, so say for instance, in this life, in one life, they learn to forgive once, and then they have a future incarnation where they get to forgive many times, and they get to really practice forgiveness. The saturation.
Find the dessert.
Huh? Sorry, Bill. I didn't hear you. The
Oh, I
sat.
can have myself muted. Sorry.
Oh, okay. The saturation point of forgiveness may be reached in a more rapid form. What once took decades might later take years or months, reflecting accumulated understanding across lifetimes. Progress appears as increasing spiritual efficiency. You only took half of your incarnation to find the forgiveness. Oh, only half! From the perspective of the soul's evolution, growth becomes more natural as awareness expands. The seeker recognizes lessons sooner and responds with greater clarity and love. Yeah, for sure. That really speaks to me. Um, I feel like, going through life, I'm like, hey, you know what? I did this in my past life, and it's like, so it's easier in this one because it's kind of like, oh, well, I know how this runs. I've done this before, and that sort of stuff. All right. Okay, so where are we now? Um, is this where we're at? Okay, so I have a follow up. So from that answer, or did we read this already? We read this.
Well, you got what you got
Okay, here.
marked. Yeah, is what you just.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Quo. Thank you so much. I don't have any further questions on this topic, so I appreciate it, and I'll allow others to ask their questions. Thank you. We thank you. I have one question. Is there anything we can do individually or collectively, specifically to assist the instruments and the supporters with maintaining and expanding the context that we have made?
We are those of Kuo, and we receive the query. We perceive that you all are doing the best that you can with a sense of sincerity and dedication. And this is all that is truly required: a sincere and dedicated commitment to the members of the circle and to the contact itself. We know that each of you is experiencing much catalyst and your own themes and the lessons under those themes, and that you continue to face them and use your teach learnings to navigate them. We would call this doing the work of the inner being. This is the main foundation for the support of the circle, the continuing of the development of the self, of the healing of the self, of the facing of catalyst processing and balancing. The ways that you live and think and do on your own time, so to speak, are what supports the harmony and longevity of this contact. How you expand your abilities, metaphysically speaking, is also your choice. And we make no suggestions other than manifestation in the silence. But we feel that you are all making great progress. Does this satisfy the query?
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Um do.
Well, that was easy. That basically said, the way the circle is supported is all you guys doing your own inner work,
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Especially the meditation and the silence.
100%, dude. That's
So,
exactly how I saw it.
yeah. So as long as you keep working on yourselves, then basically if you keep working on yourself, you're going to try to be always opening your heart, and that heart opening is where you get the foundation to support everyone in creation.
I like this part. We know that each of you is experiencing much catalyst and
Yeah.
your own themes and the lessons under those themes, and that you continue to face them and use your teaching learnings to navigate them.
Yeah. And then they say the development of the self, the healing of the self, the facing of catalysts, processing and balancing.
Cool. All right. So I guess we'll move on. Yes, thank you very much. We thank you. If there are no other queries, this is you.
Yeah, there are no other queries.
Oh, it's the end now. Oh.
We thank you. Wait, we love you, and we're with you always. They are those of cool, not cool, leaving you in the love and light of the infinite creator. Abasu Vasu Aragnu.
All right. We transfer among you now.
See, the next one is Latios.
Here, you want to read it?
Sure. We're those of Latios, greeting to you in the love and light of the one infinite creator. We are pleased to be with you for this most humble of services that we wish to offer. That is the sharing of our vibration among you all, that you may receive what you are meant to receive, that you may begin to strengthen and enliven your Blu-ray to greater degrees of intensity, and perceive and transmit our words if that is what comes to you. We ask simply that you relax and open the mind. And if you perceive our words after the challenging, speak freely and do not worry if it is only one word or only one sentence. We are those Latios, and we transfer among you now. We thank you, our dear family, for the time and the heart shared with us. We ask that you call. You scroll it up?
No, not really.
Oh, you just made it bigger. We ask that you call us to join in your meditations, whatever your heart is moved to do so, and we will be with you. We leave you now where we shall always find you in the light and love of the one infinite creator, Adonai.
Yeah.
Adonai.
Aruni. That's what it says. Aruni. All right.
Oh, so you guys are doing Latios and Quill.
Yeah, they had the Christ in that session too. Or
I don't know whether that was just like the transcript not going right, but yeah, well, I think everybody kind of starts off with Leto, so he's kind of like I don't know from what I work, he's like the greetings wagon apparently.
He's fifth density, right? Along with Atwi.
I believe so. I'm not really an expert. To be fair, I didn't really know much about him as an SMC at all until meeting the guy.
Well, they've been doing Latios since the 70s.
Yeah, so he was one of the easier ones to contact.
Well, it was like Hatan and Latios kind
And there was also, what was the one? Latos. What
And
was the
that's-
one that trains your vibration? Was that Latos?
I'm not sure. Is it the one that sings?
Yes, it's Latos. Latos is the one that trains the vibration. It's the one that kind of gives you the conditioning.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna try to transcribe another one for us, but it might take a little while.
Hey, that was pretty good. I liked it.
Cool. Yeah.
Good job, Ed, Ashley, Dan, whoever's doing that.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. It means a lot because, like I said, like I don't really even remember it. So it's a bit kind of like you feel pretty vulnerable. I don't know. Like it's a weird feeling. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the important thing is like you kind of know it's not fake as long as the Confederation information is kind of constant.
Yeah, it sounds very similar,
Yeah,
regardless of
exactly.
the channel.
Yeah, I think if you guys were far off, you'd probably get some wild crap in. So somebody might be going, well, next December 31st, you're going to have a tidal wave coming up.
Right? Yeah, that would be
Remote.
really. Then you know you haven't challenged the contact.
Yeah, like when the Free Eye Atlas was going past, like, there was lots of questions asked, and they could have said any number of weird, crazy shit, but they were really, really careful with,
Right.
you know, what they put across, so that there wasn't anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've kind of been like that the whole time, really, which is good because I'd be the same if I was listening to it. I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm the most critical person of it. To be fair, like if it is wrong, I'm like, wait a sec, this is wrong. Why has that changed? What happened there? What's this about?
There's a consistency to the Confederation information.
100%. You can kind of always tell if it's quote. You know, they've got a personality.
Well, you can kind of tell if it's Confederation information from any of these social memory complexes.
100%, 100%. You can kind of always tell any kind of aligned channeling. You know, they use the same language, they describe the same things in the same way. Right. I mean, everyone describes the same things, but they don't always use the same, you know, descriptive language and stuff. But all the Confederation stuff is standardized almost, you know.
And they're anal buggers about free will.
Yeah, yeah, they really are. Like,
go. I'm making a little bit of progress here. I'll share my screen so you guys know what I'm doing, because I know it might be a little bit dull otherwise. Though I don't know if it will help you guys much.
I can see if I could find. I don't know whether we've got some more transcripts written up somewhere.
I'm about to make one.
Okay, all good, all good.
Okay, yeah. Using my Piash runners here. Examples. Piash.
Yeah, because like you said about like the change in between social memory complexes. One of the questions that was asked last time we did it, it was Quo that was talking most of the time, but then there was one question and it changed back to Latos, and then it changed back to Quo again. And afterwards, they were like, you know, we are those of Quo. We are once again with this instrument, and it was like they just like swapped in, just like seamlessly from one to the other. It's really crazy. And it's weird because, like, when you listen to it, it's like my voice slightly changes as well. It's really weird.
Yeah, it was hopping between two different voices there.
Yeah, it's really, really odd. Like, it's like they've all got their own little personality that comes out, you know, like, and they've all got their own different feeling, their own different kind of like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know how many times I can say it. It's a crazy, weird experience. Like, it's unlike anything I've ever done, and I'd highly recommend everybody to have a go because it's bloody brilliant.
Oh, yeah. Here. Oh. Okay, so I'm just getting this transcription program fixed in real time for you guys. And then once it fixes it, here, I'm just going to give it full approvals. Okay, continue. This is Codex. Have you guys seen Codex before?
No, I have no idea. I thought that was like a the book denoting histories or military armament or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, Codex is kind of the name of the Chat GPT that can run on your computer and do stuff.
Ooh.
Mhm. Okay. Preserve raw positional arcs. Okay, for shorthand. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I just forgot to quote it. That was the problem. Anyways, but it's making a workaround for me. Here, but I can probably run it in the background. Forgot to quote the file name. So, your command already passed a single arc correctly. Escapes the issue. Okay. Okay. Can you? Okay, here. Okay, let's try it. No. Resume. Here, I'm just gonna pick right back up, and I'm gonna get him to do it because I don't want to have to bother too much with this. Copy and paste. Use existing model. Okay. You do it. Here, approvals. First, I have to give it approvals for the network. You do it. Okay. Now it's going to do the transcription for us, or it's going to run the transcription program for us. Though, actually, you know what? I could have done this in a different way. Oh, you know what? Oh, I know what it is. There's another way I can do this. Hold on.
Can I say, dude, it's a wonder watching the techno wizard work.
Thanks. Yeah. So I have to do. So what I'm doing here is I'm re-pulling the container. Hey, Ashley, how are you doing?
Hey.
We just read your session from February.
Oh.
Yep.
Nice.
Be very careful.
Okay. Rin no longer throws. Okay. To here. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can transcribe the next one for you guys. When here from file name, no input confederation channeling. No. Fetch failed. I don't know why the fetch failed. You know what? There's another way I can try this. I am going to. Oh, it is fetch failed. Okay, you know what? I figured it out. Here.
Just to catch you up, Ashley, Andrii is using his army of robots to transcribe our stuff in real time, so there's more to read.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Here. So you see it's still loading. There. Okay, now it's loaded. Now the transcription should work. Okay. I think it's processing. Here. Yes, you can see it working over here.
Thank you, Robo-Ra and the Techno Wizard. Yay!
Thanks. Yeah. See, it's the Quen ASR audio sequence or something.
That's awesome. Thank you for
Hmm.
automating.
Yeah, I was having some trouble with my other um one, the Whisper X, and so I'm hoping that this Quen model will be able to do it. Okay. Anyways, so but yeah, we had a good reading of your February 8th session, and you know what? Actually, while this is transcribing, I do have another session that I transcribed earlier.
Okay.
Uh,
Which,
from Corval here. So maybe we can read that one while this one is transcribing.
sure.
Okay, so
Get my.
power of seeking your authentic self. This is the first one, I think.
Okay, that one's relatively short.
Yeah. So I think the transcription may be done by the time we finish reading it. So who wants to read it?
Well, I'll keep reading. If
Okay, sure.
everybody doesn't mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, greetings, brothers and sisters. The following is from the Channeling Circle, February 22nd, 2024. Social Memory Complex Corville is transmitting. A member of the Confederation of Planets in the service of the Infinite Creator and is of fourth density. So, Corville, huh? All right.
Mhm.
For
Yeah.
those that might have stumbled on this without any background knowledge, a social memory complex is an advanced stellar civilization that has ascended to the point where the mind and the consciousness and heart of their entire civilization joins and becomes one. And with that one whole framework, they transmit information and light and love to those other civilizations in need of information, in need of energy and support. Social memory complexes typically function in the vocal channeling capacity by offering information and responses to queries of all kinds. We invite you to tune into the vibration and energies of social memory complex Carvel. The fourth density is a vibration of love, and they embody this very strongly, very intensely, and very passionately. Always use your discernment, take what resonates, and leave the rest. We are those known to you as Corvell, and we greet you in the light and the love of the one. Where do we go?
Of the one.
Infinite Creator. We greet your planet with love and with
Oh,
joy. As we
sorry.
are,
Let me make it bigger for you. Okay. Can you see it now?
yeah. We are those known to you as Corvell, and we greet you in the light and the love of the one Infinite Creator, and we greet your planet with love and with joy, as we are grateful to have the opportunity to speak with you and through you in this precious stretch of energy you call time. If there is a query we might answer, we are ready and willing to at this time.
Could Carval speak to what some of us have been feeling? Like maybe there's a planetary or collective wide clearing or upgrade around the throat chakra? Many of us are experiencing these unshakable tickles in our throat. Could Carval comment on that?
This instrument has distortions towards their understanding of these happenings on your world. So give us a moment while we attempt to increase our vibration to circumvent these distortions. I could rephrase,
I could rephrase the
yeah,
question.
it goes back to the guy asking the question.
Oh, okay. I could rephrase the question if that might lead to a more productive response.
You may do this if you wish, but to the query, in our thought, there is more than just the throat of your people involved. That may be the most prominent symptom of your earth changes being felt by you individually. But we perceive that it is more than just the throat, that other parts of your body are involved in this moving and shaking of energies. And we see this to be a natural process of the flow that your universe has entered. We will only speak up until this point on that query. You have our apologies.
You are able to speak on the importance of people or the value in humanity, individuals expressing their true selves, particularly as it relates to us being in third and fourth density vibrations, us having access, even at times, to fifth density vibrations. How does the authentic expression of one's heart and one's soul play into these higher densities energies, and is that an important aspect of our moving into these higher density vibrations?
We perceive that your authenticity, the seeking of your own authentic self, as you call it, making those decisions and seeding those actions which allow you to have a fullness of being, regardless of expectation or external support. And in our view, this is very powerful because you are emulating the one infinite creator, undistorted, for all that you see about you, from the smallest atom to the largest galactic and celestial objects, is the one infinite creator expressing its authentic part. The parts that are beautiful to you and the parts that are not beautiful to you, all of these are the one infinite creator expressing its authenticity. And it cares not for the form, but that it pleases the heart at the center and core of its own being, that it lives that expression of love. Thus, you, all of you, ourselves included, we are expressing, when we are expressing and doing those things that are natural to the core of our hearts and precious to us, we are becoming, we are embodying that macrocosmic process that even gave birth to us and in which we have our form. We are embodying that macrocosmic process. This is the nature of the joy and the rightness that many feel when leaning into the path of their authentic self, and the gateways to higher densities open, because you are embodying in a very pure way the same way that the one infinite creator expresses themselves. This is our thought on this matter. May we provide clarity on this.
Okay, did we want to review that for now? I think, was there a lot there, or did it all make sense to you?
No,
Yeah.
to me, it made sense.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it
all
made
about,
sense to me.
yeah, it's all about authenticity. And
Oh, okay. And then everyone is authentic, basically, is what they were saying.
Yeah.
And that the creator. Okay, cool. Okay, I just want to quickly check on this and see if it worked.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And the creator doesn't care about form, it cares about the heart of the matter.
Okay, here. All right, you guys can't see this. Okay. Here, 0. Oh boy. I'll just show you guys what came out. Here, can you see that? We are those of cool. This might be a little bit hard to read, so I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, you know what? I can probably get it to do the regular text version. Here, it just I wanted to check because I had a feeling that it might not work exactly the way we expected. Hold on. Run examples. Pioche. Quen here. Text from file name. Oh, you know what? I have another method that I can use that might actually be easier for our simple use case. Here. My mouse is not working. Hold on, my browser broke. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, my Firefox froze. Oh, there. No, no, it's broken. Okay. Okay. So fortunately, I am using a different thing for. Oh, I'm using Chrome for you guys. Oh, it's not working. Weird. Okay, I guess I'll have to do it in the terminal version then. I have to kill Firefox again. Okay. There's always different signs of how we should accomplish things, I guess. Okay.
So the browser affects which software works better.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. It usually works, but right now, I was having trouble. You know what? I'll try one more time. There, actually, this time it loaded. Okay, I just used a different URL. Here, I'll be able to share it now. Where is it? Huh. Strangely, it's not showing up in one of the tabs that I can share, which is strange.
If it's acting up too much, then maybe another time.
Okay. Here, I can just share the screen. Can you guys see that?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So here we go. Okay, that's the image maker. But what I really need is the transcription maker. And that one is called Quen 3. Here we go. Select. And now we load the file. Choose file to upload. And so that's going to be, I downloaded it. There we go. Select. 44 minutes. And now we can run it. Now we can see it. And so it's going to do the transcription, and we should see the output right over here. And then I can copy and paste it. And for now, we'll go back to that Corval session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go back to Corval.
Yeah. There it is. Corval. Do you guys remember
with same we're making progress.
Authentication. Authenticity.
Yeah. I think you need to scroll up.
Scroll up. Can you see it?
Up.
Infinite Creators Authentic Expression.
Okay. All right. Under here, authenticity and
higher density.
Okay, it says may we okay, now you need to go down.
Okay.
Scroll down. Oh, right here. May we provide clarity on this?
Okay. It would seem like this
is our thought. Yeah.
It would seem like this is a really crucial step in the becoming, or really stepping into becoming, of our creator selves. I would just ask if you have any advice or message to those who are still cautious and weary about expressing their true nature, afraid of how people might respond to them, afraid of judgment. What would you say to those people?
We would say to those brothers and sisters that you have nothing to fear. You live in a very big, wide world that is full of hundreds, millions, and thousands of beings that love you, that support you, that watch you in compassion and joy, waiting for you, waiting to be the wind beneath your wings as you step onto that path of authenticity. It is more important that your heart is happy than the superficial layer of others' hearts being happy with the choices you have made. For we assure you that all is not as it seems, and many exterior projections are the result of unsatisfiedness within their own hearts for the lack of authenticity that they have been able to express. You are all striving, you are all trying. Sometimes you are all hurting and trying to do your best. So take not to heart the pressures of your brothers and sisters. It is but a smokescreen, for they are just as scared as you and perhaps projecting their fears from not being able to live their own purpose. If seen from this lens, you might feel compassion for them and their plight. And therefore, your service becomes to embody your authenticity even more so that they may see that it can be done. And the joy that you attain when it is done, thus, you are an example. You can serve your own heart's desire, but also be of service as a smear of what it is to live the authentic self. Do not be afraid, my brothers and sisters. You have nothing to fear. Love is all around you, and the doors of manifestation open when you begin to follow your authentic self. We would say that the gifts of infinity and intelligent energy open to you when you become that microcosm of the macrocosmic process of the one infinite creator expressing its authentic self. Okay.
What?
Okay. You're skipping all around. You can serve your own heart's desire, but also be of service as a smear or what it is to do not be afraid, my brothers and sisters. You have nothing to fear. Oh, love is all around you, and the doors of manifestation open when you begin to follow your authentic self. We would say that the gifts of intelligent infinity and intelligent energy open to you when you become that microcosm of the macrocosmic process of the one infinite creator expressing its authentic self. So there are only benefits. Have we satisfied the query?
Yes, thank you very much.
We thank you. We have enjoyed our time with you, friends. We will be able to and we will be with you again. For now, we step away, leaving you in the love and light of the one infinite creator, Adonai.
Very good, very good. Exceeded allowed memory. Oh boy.
So don't give in to the haters of the world.
Yes, yes.
If you're a player, just keep playing. Be that pimp you can be.
Mm-hmm. Requested device limit 23.
One thing I liked about that was the fact that oftentimes the projection of the so-called haters is just their own fear of, like, them projecting their fear of not being able to be who they want to be onto you. And I feel like that is a good viewpoint to have, so that maybe we don't get into the trap of feeling resentment and anger when others are not supportive of our goals, of our dreams, or casting doubt or being cynical to our beingness, our plans, whatever it may be. Not getting angry at them or holding it against them, but just seeing it from that perspective, like, oh, you're afraid and you're reacting to your own shadow about how you don't do the things or are not able to be the person you want to be. And it makes me feel like it's even more important for us to be ourselves, because if we aren't ourselves and we have this awareness and knowledge, then we're doing a disservice, because if the other selves do see us being who we are, authentically doing the things that our heart calls us to, then they get the courage. Maybe they get the courage one day to do that thing because they saw us. So yeah, it's just I think that was a great reminder.
Yeah, and like it said, you can kind of start to have compassion on those people.
True. Yeah.
Fred
Well,
is
you
saying
start to
something.
understand.
Fred said,
It-
your haters are your biggest fans. They watch you closer than most anyone else, and in their hating are projecting their insecurities and negative self-belief. Yeah.
Hmm.
And we could love them and have even more compassionate and love for them.
For sure.
All right. Well, we'll see if this other one works.
How can you not have compassion for the inauthentic?
Sometimes we are in the heat of catalyst because we're reacting in the moment, like, oh, how could that person, or how could.
Of course.
But after a period of reflection, if we're willing, then yes, we can have compassion. It it looks like you're breaking into the matrix, or like you're unfolding the matrix with all of this systems and lines of code.
Thanks, but they're just error messages.
Okay.
Cannot open shared object file. No such file or directory. That's not a good one. Yeah.
Where's Neo when we need him?
You know, he just like stopped working this morning or something, or yesterday.
Well, you have a lot of programs running on this one machine, right? Is
Yeah,
this a tower or is this a laptop?
Yeah, no, it's a desktop. Yeah, for sure. I don't do anything on a laptop other than like when I'm going out somewhere.
Yeah, I've been a laptop only for a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't had a tower in years. Oh, my first like official desktop computer, it was the Gateway with that little cow logo on it and the blue sky screen. I think it was 1997 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last time I had a traditional desktop.
Wow. How old were you?
I was like 12 or 13. My dad gave it to me. It was so funny because I had never had a computer before. Was I 13? Yeah, I must have been 13 or something. And it was old, and he got a new one. So when I went to Virginia Beach to stay with him for like spring break or something, he's like, oh, I'll give you my computer. And I took the train. So he gave me a big suitcase and put the whole like tower, monitor, wires, keyboard, and everything. So looking back, it was so funny. Like I have my clothing in one bag and a literal computer that's almost as big as me in this suitcase, and I'm dragging it onto the Amtrak. It made the trip though, and I was able to do all my papers on it.
Nice.
And that was the first time I had a really profound. Well, I had profound experiences before, but this was a random, profound moment, metaphysically speaking, where I had to get a paper done, and it was late, and I'm downstairs typing, and I fall asleep, but I'm in that limbo where you're awake, but know that the body is at rest, and everything was dark, but my fingers were still moving, and I could still see the words. Mind you, now the paper fell on the floor, and it's because I wrote first and then typed it out. The paper was on the floor face down. My eyes were closed and I was essentially sleeping, but my hands were still moving. My eyes were closed, but I could still see and decipher the words, and the paper wasn't in front of me. And so as I'm like having this simultaneous awareness of the fact that the paper's nowhere near me, I shouldn't be able to see the words, my hands are still moving, but I'm not awake, and I'm looking and feeling myself do this, I had the thought, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be able to do this. And the minute I thought that, my eyes shot open. And that's when I confirmed that I typed everything out and I picked up the paper that was face down on the floor, and everything I typed was on the paper, but it was face down. My eyes were closed. I couldn't even see. Everything was dark, but I was still picking up every word, and it was perfectly on the page, on the computer screen with punctuation and everything. I was like 13 at that age, so it was like just another confirmation that anything is possible, that the lines of reality are not fixed unless we think they are. Because it was not until I thought, hey, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do this, that's when it all fell. So,
Shame you didn't learn how to master that, because basically that means you could have just done all your work while you're asleep and just had a great time, like being awake, just normal, just do whatever.
yeah, if only. But I don't even know how you even. It's probably like some advanced remote viewing.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's like you were doing your work in the astral, like what's his name, Doctor Strange does. You know, like you read the books while you're asleep, and then you wake up
yeah,
and you know it all.
yeah. Mm.
Edgar Casey used to do that, didn't he? He used to be able to put a book underneath his pillow, go to sleep, and he'd wake up, and in his sleep he'd have read the entire book and be able to tell you every single detail.
Oh, that's awesome. I did that one time in college. I put my because I was an IT major, so they threw everything at us from like programming to circuit design, little of this, little of that, web design. And I had a hardware course, and I put the whole textbook under my pillow and slept on it. Um, all I dreamt of was the first page, couldn't get past it, and then I woke up with a crick in my neck because the book was like 1,000 pounds and hard. So that was the end of that. But I believe it. I
What a
believe it
brilliant
works.
experiment, though. That's amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious that I couldn't get past the first page. I'm literally just glaring at the first page for who knows how many hours. But I think it was because I was tired, and you need a lot of mental energy. And I was just like, I want to sleep. Look, I don't have time for this. This is not how I want to use my dream time. So I just, yeah.
Cool. I'm just trying to rescue the one that we did manage to make. Because, yeah, I'll have to figure out later why. I might need to reboot my computer, you know? It kind of. I think that the GPU gets kind of clogged. And, from all the loading and
Sure,
unloading.
sure.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's okay. It'll be fixed for next time. Now, hopefully, I'll get that refinery going, which we'll be able to like just download all of them and have them all nice.
yeah, no rush. I definitely appreciate you taking the time to do this. And again, there's 50 years worth of Ella research material that we can
Oh
uh,
yes,
peruse based
I've read
on
it all already.
you and someone else says that, and I don't believe it.
Well, it's true. It's true though.
50 years worth of material?
Yes,
Everything?
yes, I've read everything.
Hmm.
Well, I listened to most of it
Okay.
because I can listen very fast, 450 words a minute.
Wow.
So there. Okay. Paragraphs between long pauses. Okay, cool. All right. So let's see it. Here's your one TXT. There we go. Um, so I have it ready now, guys. Bill, did you want to try giving it a read? Are you still there?
What's that?
Did you want
Yeah.
to try giving it a read? Mhm.
Oh, sure. We are. We are those of Kuo, and we greet you all in the radiant light of the infinite Creator. We commend this instrument for the extended challenging, and we understand the energies can be somewhat overwhelming to begin with. We are adjusting the flow of consciousness to best align with this instrument. We thank you all for your continued dedication and hard work, and we feel grateful to the opportunity to communicate with you today. We would ask that you take what we say as alternate perspectives that may help guide your path or hinder it. So please disregard any information that does not cause a resonance inside the mind body spirit complex. And with this caveat, we are free to openly communicate our extended view inside the confines of free will and the imagination of your questioning. Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for sharing space with us.
Okay, I have a query
Uh,
related to the session before last, where I believe it was Fred who asked about geometrics. I don't remember specifically, but it was related to beneficial geometries, and the answer in so many words was that part of the most of it is up to the individual. Although we do have our standard knowledge of the benefits of the pyramid, but anything else would be purely the individual. When the query was asked and they began to transmit through Ed, I had a distinct image of the dodecahedron come up for me, and I was just inspired to first ask if the dodecahedron, like the pyramid, has being a sacred geometry, has a very potent effect if we are to meditate within it or hold it within our consciousness, see ourselves in it, if there is benefit to using this shape collectively at this time, or if it is more personal for me as a shape, and if you have anything to share about the dodecahedron metaphysically speaking. Thank you for the okay, here I think it's back to Kuo.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak on this subject. We are those of Kuo, and we hope that we can help you to further delve into these concepts. As you said, geometry is sacred, as it is somewhat a universal playbook, whereby systems of organization perfectly evolve. Step by step into the diverse intricacies that you perceive in third density incarnated experience the flow of the etheric as this instrument and many prior have described the infinite energy under the influence of the will of the infinite intelligence. These sound complexes all describe the same energies and the same structuring systems that organize all things in somewhat pre- predictably chaotic
Well, uh,
word
there we go.
predictably chaotic experiences, I think is what it was.
Yes, yes. Expansions.
Oh, where are we at?
This
Oh,
is
expansions.
yeah.
Okay. This energy has been called prana and many other vibratory complexes, but the basis is the same. It is the fabric that underlies the creation. So, when experimenting with specific geometric patterning and form, you have to consider how these energies are moved around and how they correspondingly interact and merge inside
Merge inside. There you
the
go.
structure itself. These structures should also be seen to have function in amongst themselves due to this patterning. As your understanding of the movement of these energy processes, which it will
Oh, sorry.
has a race, you develop the ability to allow the absorption absorption and reflection of more of the Creator's light, you will understand the complexities and the simplicity by which you can organize these energies, surrounding and emanating
Sorry, it's just such a big paragraph. It's hard to navigate.
from the crystallized mind body spirit complex. As the light flows through your vessels, you will be able to fundamentally control more of its action inside the geometric structures
Sorry, man. Okay.
that you have described. The platonic solids are once again fundamental building blocks of the vast majority of nature. So each one has a corresponding energy flow caused by the properties of the shape that allows the spirals and eddies and currents
So sorry.
that flow through the shape itself to be harnessed and focused towards specific workings. As the seeker masters the ability to direct and implant intention into these structures, you will find that they have many as yet undiscovered potential for your spiritual use. Your intuitive recollection of a dodecahedron is related to pre-incarnative experience, where this specific structure had deep meaning. It has for its merits a long history of spiritual use, has the Pythagorean structure associated with spirit, and as we said, the fabric of your reality. The link between those two concepts is not ironic, but fundamental. And understanding that shape can be a bridge will help you greatly in studying this subject. We apologize for this answer, seems to have dragged on, but we hope that it's given you food for thought around this query. Can we clarify any details for you? Now you are very clear.
Okay. Now you are very clear. Thank you for addressing the query so thoroughly with avenues of exploration. Okay.
Thank you. We are those of Kuo, and we thank you, our sister, and we would ask if there's any other queries that this group may ask us for different understandings. I, Kuo, had a question. Oh,
Yeah. I was about to. It's just it doesn't have paragraph breaks in this one because I had to kind of resurrect an SRT. Okay, Aiku had a question. I've got a couple of questions in relation to sexual energies. There are materials and other channelings I've read on the LL Research Archives. They speak about sexual energy transfer, including aspects such as simultaneous orgasms between both participants, giving rise to a more brilliant exchange of energies, being an example. And I just wonder, can a homosexual encounter between either two males or two females, can they have yield sexual energy transfer in a similar way to a heterosexual one?
yeah, I've always wondered this myself. We are those of Kuo. We thank you for this interesting query. The incredible attributes that the sexual transfer contains is a vast wealth of knowledge. The specific question that you ask comes down to the mechanics of the energetic interaction. The physical process that is undergone during intercourse and sexual energy transfer would remain in the same, whoever is involved. The ecstasy that it is possible to reach takes each entity closer to creator and thins the veil ever so slightly via the orgasmic climax. This does not change, but the way that the energy is transferred and the way that the energy centers connect as a specific polarity and directional positioning depending on the male or female physiology. When the sexual magical working is undertaken, part of the power this type of working produces comes from the harmonious balance of those energies. This is not impossible in, I guess that's,
Not impossible in. Okay, there we go. Oh, There you go.
It is not impossible in homosexual encounters, but due to the similar proximity of the
Polarity.
people involved, it is significantly more difficult to combine the energy fields in the harmonious fashion that is not required, but is somewhat easier. We would advise cleansing of the aura and balancing of the energy centers and the pursuit of the intention and the shared understanding of the magical working and set visualization or ritualistic practice. A comparable amount of energy could be produced. It would just require significantly more planning and a detailed understanding of the subtle bodies of the energy transfer process. We hope that this has shed some light and given some context. We would ask if there is any further query.
Further query. Okay. That was great. Thank you. I'll go away and digest that and answer and see how I get on with that. But I did also want to ask a similar question about a phenomenon that I know some people are able to do. I've done it in the past, and it involves using thought or imagery or a single pointed focus, you might say, in order to achieve orgasm without any touching whatsoever. And firstly, this would initially seem to be a service to self endeavor, and if you're able to comment on that aspect, I'd be grateful. However, my main query is in relationship to whether you could comment on the mechanism of how this works in relation to the chakras of the energy centers when it is achieved.
Thank you, my brother. With those relations, and we believe we understand your query, this is physiologically masterable as are any automatic systems inside your body complex. The specifics of causing that reaction via thoughts are actually numerous, but the same process is undertaken to achieve it. The ability to bring awareness, the focus, the love, light into specific areas to adapt and control mechanisms such as this release can be learned and mastered for many reasons. If this is a particular skill that you would like to master, we would recommend looking at the yogic practice involving the pulling in of the red ray or the awakening of the kundalini snakes and recognize the physiological body organ and how these correspond via these practices. You can learn to pull it in the energy and direct it for purposes as you have described. We would, however, advise within the bounds of free will that you could find more productive practices to focus your will on achieving, and we would say there are far more rewarding sensations and blissful experience as you progress into higher densities. This is one of the main reasons that the sexual energy transfer is so alluring, because it reminds you of the densities that you existed in before incarnation. That in your veiled state, you subconsciously long for, and the sexual energy transfer and the blissful oxytocin response
Mhm.
oxytocin response gives you that glimpse. We would recommend focusing on rising your consciousness to a blissful plane where the sensation you desire is almost eternal. But free will is yours to wield as you see fit. We hope this has given you some small illumination on this rather complex question, and we would say that we hope that it has helped. Is there a follow-up question?
Not at this juncture. I tend to agree with you. Okay, well, it's about 9 o'clock now, guys. So maybe we can discuss for now, and then we'll leave the rest for next time. Was this? Hey, Ed or Ashley, was this or
Um,
Ed? I guess was this transcription better than the last one? I guess yeah. You both saw both. I'm just wondering.
it sounds like it had more flow to it. Yes.
Okay,
Um, the way the text was organized.
yeah. I was
Um,
just wondering if it got the words better.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't notice any like real problems or anything. You know,
mm,
the first one was
at
just
least it got Crow's name right.
Oh, it got Ko's name right in this one. Well, it says Kuo here, right, with the Kuo.
Yeah,
Those-
it said Christ at one point in the last one. So
Oh, you guys didn't say Christ in the original.
no.
I didn't I haven't done not unless it was another one. Yeah.
Okay.
That just happens with auto transcription. Like they used to put Latos as lettuce, Lutttuce,
That's funny.
and they would put Corval as Cornwall,
That's funny.
Cornwall is just, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, this is a newer transcription machine, Quen ASR, and so I think it's actually better
Mhm.
than the Whisper X. But yeah, I'll have to figure out. I'll have to get it to do because it's got a text mode and a different mode, and I think that in order for the Quen one to work, I might need to break it up into chunks
Mhm.
and translate it in chunks because I was running into out of memory issues. Mhm. All right. So, any question or discussion, guys? Oh,
No, this was good. Thank you.
oh yeah. Oh, and can I join you guys sometime for when is it? Sunday evening?
Yes, you can join us.
Awesome. What time is it
It's
usually?
just it's usually 8 p.m. EST.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just ask that you familiarize yourself with the LBRP. There's guided meditations and things, but I think you, or you can look up Elo Research. They have it on there as well,
Mm-hmm.
how they do the lesser banishing.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Yeah, so that's really it. I'll send you a link.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, and 8 p.m. That should work for me. I should be available.
Nice. That's Eastern.
Eastern, yeah, I'm in Eastern. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Looking forward.
See you
Look forward to it,
then.
man.
Yeah.
To
See you then.
See you then. Yeah. All right. So as I found you, I leave you in the infinite love of the infinite creator, infinite love and light of the infinite creator. Therefore, go forth, therefore, rejoicing in that infinite power and infinite peace of the infinite creator within you and all around you, my friends. Adonai Vasibaros.
Adonai, thank you.
Mhm.